Good evening and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Del Rio High School class of 2017. My name is Linda Corbell, Career and Technical Education Teacher, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, and National Technical Honor Society Advisor at Del Rio High School. Tonight's ceremony is a very special occasion. This graduation ceremony is being streamed live across the world. We welcome our audience watching from the corners of the world, especially deployed members of our armed forces who could not be here tonight. We want all graduates and their families to have a positive experience. Please do not use any noise-making device or horn during the ceremony, as it will interfere with the beauty and the memory of this evening's event. Thank you. And now please stand and welcome the District Superintendent, the Principal of Del Rio High School, members of the Board of Trustees, the district's leadership team, including Cabinet, Del Rio High School Assistant Principals, and Campus Principals. And now welcome the graduating class of 2017, led by the class president, Benjamin Gonzalez, and the top 20 graduates and the members of the senior class of 2017. Please remain standing for the posting of the colors by the Delro High School Air Force Junior ROTC. Tonight, the colors are being presented by Delro High School's Air Force Junior ROTC Texas 66 under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Simon Benavides. This evening's color guard is under the command of Cadet Major Mario Palos Casio, who is carrying the United States flag. Please remain standing for the national anthem being sung by the Delro High School senior varsity choir members, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were fair above bursting in air. It proved through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the invocation being presented by the fourth-ranking graduate with a cumulative grade point average of 4.475, Dania Hernandez. Dania is the daughter of Francisco Hernandez and Edna Muñiz. Dania plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in biology.
Good evening, friends and family. At this moment, would you remove your hats and bow your heads as we pray over this evening's festivities? Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for all the lives of the people gathered here today. We thank you for the wisdom and guidance of our parents. Bless our lives from this day on with goodness and love. Help us stay true to our dreams, to use our gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. We thank you for all of our peers that are gathered here in celebration of our graduation, and the paths that we will all take in the future. Thank you for blessing us with moments of joy. We ask that you keep us safe tonight in our celebrations, and that you continue to watch over all of our lives. In your name we pray, amen.
be seated. Tonight we have with us many honored guests. First, please help me welcome tonight's guest speaker, United States Representative for the 23rd Congressional District, the Honorable Will Hurd. We look forward to your words of encouragement and inspiration. With us this evening is the San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District Board of Trustees, President, Mr. Joshua Oberfeld. Vice President, Mrs. Cecilia Martinez Lozano. Secretary, Ms. Amy Haynes. Members, Mr. Roberto Bob Chavira. Mr. Raymond Mesa. Mr. Ken Smith. And Ms. Diana Gonzalez. Thank you for your leadership and guidance. Representing the Cabinet of the San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District is Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carlos Rios. Dr. Jorge Luis Garza, Chief Compliance and Accountability Officer for state and federal programs. Ida Gomez, Chief Instructional Officer for Secondary Education. Aide Garcia, Chief Instructional Officer for Elementary Education. Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Israel Carrera. Chief of Human Resources and Instructional Support Officer, Dr. Patricia McNamara. Chief Financial Officer, Yanakani Valdez. And Administrative Director, Sandra Hernandez. With us this evening are members of the school district's leadership team, Del Rio High School administrators, Principal Dr. Jose Perez. Assistant Principals Laura Sandate, Dr. Oscar Garcia, Ms. Erica Varela, and Mr. Jorge Jurado. Principal of Del Rio Freshman School, Tomas Cabello. Principal of Del Rio Middle School, Carlos Barrera. Principal of San Felipe Memorial Middle School, Dr. Sally Zuniga Barrera. Buena Vista Elementary Principal, Jennifer Sutton. Cardwell Elementary Principal, Ruby Adams. Principal of Garfield Elementary, Mr. Jimenez. Lamar Elementary Principal, Maribel Flores. Dr. Lonnie Green Elementary Principal, Cynthia Salas. North Heights Elementary Principal, Maite Solis. Principal of Ruben Chavira Elementary, Grace Wesley. Principal of Galadon Elementary, Jane Villarreal. And Student Guidance Learning Center Principal, Brian Wesley. Thank you for all you do for the students and staff of San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District. And now to present the welcome address is the President of the Senior Class of 2017, Benjamin Gonzalez. Ben is the son of Benjamin Gonzalez IV and Laura Gonzalez. Ben plans to attend Angelo State University and major in criminal justice. Please welcome Benjamin Gonzalez.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome friends and family to the graduation ceremony. For the best class to walk these halls, the most courageous to play on these facilities, and the class that took the most L's this year, the class of 2017. This evening, we, as a class, would like to honor our classmate, Alfredo Garcia, who started with us, but sadly couldn't finish with us. I had the privilege to play alongside Alfredo Garcia on this very field, and I can truly say he is with us today. He will always be a part of our class, and most importantly, in our hearts. This year, we showed the power of coming together. When we had no trailer during the homecoming parade, did that stop us from coming out? No. We made sure we took over the parade. When we all thought the juniors were going to take our seat at the football game, what did we do? We tailgated in the parking lot right after school. And last but not least, when we thought we couldn't do our senior prank, what did we do? We waited till Frank's lunch break. So seniors, even after all the L's we might have taken this year, being with you guys at the end of the day will always be a win in my books. I'm entirely grateful for each and every single day I've spent with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce the principal of Del Oro High School, Dr. Jose Perez.
On behalf of Del Rio High School teachers and staff, welcome to the 2017 Commencement Exercise. Bienvenidos a la graduación de la generación de 2017. Throughout the year, students have been immersed in many community activities. It is my sincere hope that through these activities, both inside and outside of the school, our students have learned the virtue to give rather than to take. We had many opportunities, both academic and extracurricular, to offer our senior students. We saw our students take advantage of the various activities in athletics, UIL, clubs, and many of the organizations available to them here on campus. Graduates, you are leaving school today. Take flight, catch the wind, and continue to reach your dreams. I wish you every success, and I am delighted to share with you the day that your dreams come true. In the world outside, there are numerous challenges and uncertainties that await you, and you must be courageous and uphold what you believe and what you have faith in. Last but not least, on behalf of our entire school, I would like to say a big thank you to the staff members that have helped make this ceremony a reality, all the way from elementary to high school. Our school is supported by parents, by teachers, by administrators, by school board members, and yes, by congressmen. So thank you to all of you for making this night a reality. Seniors, we hope that one of these days you return and always consider Del Rio and this school your second home. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Perez. And now, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carlos Rios, will address the senior class of 2017.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Trustees, Congressman Wilherd, family and friends, and most especially our celebrated graduates. Tonight's celebration is one of the most important events in our lives and has such a special meaning to for each and every one of us. Our students can view tonight's events as the beginning of a new stage in their life, a new era which they will entirely define for themselves. Graduates, as you cross the stage, you will face a new beginning with an exciting and limitless frontier. A frontier which you would certainly conquer because you are the awesome class of 2017. For our parents, tonight is absolutely a joyous evening, and perhaps it will be the most emotional. Parents, in spite of obstacles and distractions, your child has remained committed to goals which you instilled in them. Your graduate has demonstrated to you that they care for and value what you as parents hold most dear, a desire to see your children develop into responsible, loving adults. Congratulations to you parents. For our school organization, our teachers, counselors, administrators, and board of trustees, tonight's celebration entirely validates the belief that public education is the great equalizer, and that each of us individually and collectively are contributing to the betterment of our community, our great state of Texas, and our country. Students, we appreciate your commitment, celebrate your accomplishments, and thank you for allowing us to love you. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Felicidades.
Thank you, Dr. Rios. Graduating as the Salutatorian of the class of 2017 with a cumulative grade point average of 4.668, Megan Beneke. Megan is the daughter of Connus and Kristen Beneke. Megan plans to attend Baylor University and major in biology. Please welcome the Salutatorian of the class of 2017, Megan Beneke.
I promise I'm going to keep this short, because, let's be honest, I'm sure half of you have already zoned out. Also, they say that you tend to talk fast when you're nervous, so, yeah, I'll be done quick. It didn't hit me that we were graduating until I showed up to school in my cap and gown and saw my friends in theirs. It's crazy. How are we graduating? I mean, have you met our class? Are you sure we're ready to graduate? Because we're still kids at heart. I find it ironic how, when you're younger, you can't wait to get to this moment in your life. And once you're here, you're like, can I go back to elementary? I don't know about y'all, but I miss recess and designated nap time and having like no homework. Why do we want so badly to get to the next point in our life? Why can't we just enjoy the present, the here and now? Our high school, despite all the grief that we give it, has had such a huge impact on us. Think about it. How many of your friends would you have met if it wasn't for this school? This one high school brings us all together, no matter if you're from San Felipe or Chihuahua or even one of these stuff. So I challenge each and every one of you to take it one day at a time and enjoy your last summer days here in Del Rio. I'm sure you can't wait to get on to the next chapter of your life, but I want you to take a moment and realize how important Del Rio is. Without this town and its quirks, you wouldn't be the person you are today. I mean, how many people can say that they had to drive 3 hours just to play a football game? Or weather, how it's rainy and cold one day, and then the next is like deadly hot. Or even going to the grocery store and running into at least 5 people that you know. Yes, Del Rio isn't glamorous, but it has character. Character that has shaped us. So, as you're sitting here in your caps and gowns, feeling like your whole life has been leading up to this point, that graduation is the top of the mountain, just remember, it's only a hill from the mountain of life. Sure, hard times will come your way, but I mean, you're a Del Rioan. When you get knocked down, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and jump back into the fray. We might be kids at heart, but we have such huge hearts. So if you're worried about us leading the future, don't be. Whatever comes our way, we can handle it. The following quote is from one of my favorite books. My future seemed to stretch out before me like a straight road. I thought I could see it for many a milestone. Now, there is a bend in it. I don't know what lies beyond that bend, but I'm going to believe the best does. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. And now graduating as the valedictorian of the class of 2017 with a cumulative grade point average of 5.026, Sergio Trevino. Sergio is the son of James Howley and Kimberly Fields. Sergio plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in aerospace engineering. Please welcome the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Sergio Trevino.
Thank you, Megan, for that wonderful speech. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, fellow classmates. Well, the wait is finally over. We are finally graduating from high school. It has been 4 years full of fun memories. We have successfully completed over a decade of schooling to earn our high school diploma. We will all be able to look back upon this day and say, I did it. Now it is time to look forward to what lies ahead of us. Will you be going to college, getting a job, or serving in the military? What matters is that we end up finding our passion, doing what we love in life, and doing our absolute best at it. The class of 2017 is a very interesting and unique class, full of amazing accomplishments. In fact, we have students going off to play college ball, proudly serve in the armed forces, and even attend the prestigious Naval Academy. These young men and women are doing this because they are doing what they love. They are following their passion. I am standing here before you today as the class valedictorian because I followed my passion and did what I love. I have a passion for studying, learning, and working hard. I stayed up all of those late nights studying because that is what I wanted to do. That is what I love to do. While some of you were out partying, I was home studying. While some of you were skipping class, I had perfect attendance. While some of you were taking naps, I was taking notes. While all of y'all are sitting down there, I'm standing up here. Thank you. Why? Because I followed my passion. So that is my message to all of you today. Follow your passion. Do what you love. And don't do it because someone told you to do it. Do it because that is what you want to do. As my welding teacher, Mr. Todd Townsend, would always say, it doesn't matter if all you want to do in life is be a street sweeper, as long as you are the best darn street sweeper that you can be. It doesn't matter how much money we all end up making, or even if we end up having prestigious jobs. That is not what success and happiness is defined by. If you merely find a job, you will work every day of your life. But if you find your passion, you will be happy. With those words, I challenge myself and all of my fellow classmates to work hard, do your best, and do what you love. After all, we are only given one life to live, so we should make it a passionate life that we want to live. Therefore, let me take a quick moment to thank those who have helped me get to where I am today. To the teachers and school staff who always answered my many questions and inquisitions. To my friends and family who always supported me. To my girlfriend Medea who always encouraged me. And to my friend Marco who finally got me out of my shell. And to my parents Kim and James who showed me how to work hard and who provided me with the best childhood that anyone could ever ask for. Thank you all so much for your love and support. One thing that I want to say and that I feel is important as we all go through life is to always remember to keep in touch with the man upstairs. Because I find that doing so will make finding your passion much simpler. It'll make the hard work easier and your belief in your own ability stronger. With this belief in yourself and the desire to persevere through hard work, you will find your passion. You will be successful. Lastly, seniors, I want to tell y'all that y'all become my brothers and sisters over these past years and have a special place in my heart. I'm so grateful to have been a part of the Del Rio High School graduating class of 2017. Thank you, God bless y'all, and enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Sergio. To introduce our keynote speaker tonight is the third ranking senior with a cumulative grade point average of 4.564, Ty Ford. Ty is the son of Eric and Damaris Ford. Ty plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in psychology. Please help me welcome Ty Ford.
Tonight, we are lucky enough to have Texas Congressman Will Hurd to speak for us. Born and raised in San Antonio, Texas, Mr. Hurd is a proud product of the Texas public school system. He attended John Marshall High School and Texas A&M University, where he majored in computer science and served as student body president. After college, Mr. Hurd served as an undercover officer with the CIA in the Middle East and South Asia for nearly a decade. Upon leaving the CIA, he became a senior advisor with a cybersecurity firm. In 2015, Mr. Hurd was elected to the 114th Congress. In 2017, Mr. Hurd was appointed by Speaker Ryan to serve on the House Permanent Select Intelligence Committee as Director of the CIA. Once again, our guest speaker for tonight's commencement ceremonies, Texas Congressman Mr. Will Hurd.
Moms and dads, brothers and sisters, family and friends, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, class of 2017, thank you for letting me be here with y'all. It really is truly an honor to be with y'all here on this special occasion. And I've already learned my new piece of legislation I'm going to introduce. It's the Megan-Beneke Act, which is going to make sure members of Congress have recess and nap time. I think that might get us working along a little bit better up in Washington, D.C. Now, before I get into the meat of my speech, I want to get a better idea of who's here with us today. So I'm going to make a series of statements, and if the statement is true for you, then stand up, yell, clap, do whatever you want to do. All right? You with me? I cut class too many times to go to Lake Amistad. I think a few more of y'all probably supposed to stand up on that one. I'm going into the military or law enforcement. Thank you all for your willingness to serve, and I know my friend Manuel Munoz is here, who's getting ready to go into the Naval Academy as one of our military appointees. Next statement, I got a scholarship to go to college. Yeah, mom and dad, y'all are clapping. I know that much. Congratulations, y'all, on working hard. I'm here to support Jorge Ramon. Jorge, is it George or Jorge? I saw some shirts out here that said, is that y'all? Ramon on the shirts? If you're gonna wear shirts, you gotta stand up and yell, people. I know who's gonna yell. I'm here to support Gaston. All right. Hey, Gaston, tell your family to chill out, man. You know. That's awesome. All right, the next statement. I'm excited about graduating high school. No? No? I'm excited that my son or daughter is graduating high school. I'm a proud member of the class of 2017. I'm going to snap Will Hurd's speech today. Nobody? No one's gonna snap me? I see how it is. I thought that's how y'all millennials communicated these days. But hey, whatever, right? Rude. That ain't gonna stop me though. Let me post that real quick. Hold on one second. Just in case y'all wanted to snap, it's Heard on the Hill. All right. And we actually even have a filter. So if y'all haven't seen that, you can use that too. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's been 22 years since I was sitting in your seat. And I do not remember a thing my commencement speaker said. But I do know this. He was brief. So I'm going to try to do the same. But I'm going to do three things. I'm going to give you the best piece of advice I've ever been given. I'm going to tell you the most impactful thing my father ever told me. And I'm going to let you know the most important thing I've learned on my own. Now, I was given the best piece of advice I'd ever been given after I had suffered one of the absolute worst failures in my life. To understand how important this piece of advice was to me, you have to understand where I was when I received it. As my man Ty said, after getting a computer science degree at Texas A&M University, I went into the National Clandestine Service of the CIA. I loved it. I was the dude in the back alleys at 4 o'clock in the morning, recruiting spies and collecting intelligence on threats to the homeland. I lived in places like India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. I chased Al-Qaeda all around the world. I prevented Russian spies from stealing our secrets, and I helped put nuclear weapon proliferators out of business. It was a great job. I saw things and did things I had never imagined I would do. One of the other things I had to do when I was in the CIA was brief members of Congress. I briefed probably at least 100 members from both parties, most of the 50 states, and both men and women. And one early morning in Afghanistan, a bomb had rocked the embassy. This is about 2006, 2007. My unit was responsible for trying to figure out what happened. We conducted a couple of dozen operations, and we had a bunch of members of Congress in the embassy that evening for a briefing. I walk in, the first thing I hear is a member of Congress saying, "Is the CIA going to cut this meeting short so we can go to the market to buy some rugs?" I'm annoyed. But I start the briefing, and this member of Congress who had been on the House Intelligence Committee for over 5 years asked why was Iran not supporting the Taliban in Afghanistan the way they were supporting other groups in Iraq. And many of y'all that took world history know that's a crummy question. So I start explaining the Sunni-Shia divide, and the member of Congress raises his hand. He says, "Will, what's the difference between the Sunni and a Shia?" And I'm thinking he's getting ready to make a really inappropriate joke, and who am I to deny him this opportunity? So my response was, "I don't know, Congressman, what's the difference?" And his face goes bright red, and he didn't know that difference within Islam. They always say it's okay for my brother not to know that, because he sells cable in San Antonio. But for someone who's making decisions on sending our boys and girls to places like Iraq and Afghanistan, it's unacceptable. And my mama always said that you're either part of the problem or part of the solution. So I decided to leave a job that I loved and was really good at in order to run for Congress. Everyone thought I was crazy. I knew it was going to be hard, but I knew I could do it. There were 5 of us in the primary, and after about 9 months, I came out on top. Folks were shocked. But they were also saying in the press that I was going to be the next best thing. I didn't receive 50% of the vote, so I had to go to a runoff. The folks that followed elections thought I would beat my opponent pretty easily. The opponent's staff had sent out resumes because even they thought we were going to win. But we lost that runoff election by 700 votes. We lost because I had made a strategic error. The press went from saying that I was the next best thing to how did I screw this up? I was devastated, losing sucked, but what was worse is that I felt like I had let everybody down. I didn't leave my house for a few days. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to do anything because I didn't have a plan B. I thought I was going to win, and that was that. I really didn't know what I was going to do. Some of y'all may actually understand that. Some of y'all might be in the position right now. Some of y'all are nervous about the next phase of your life. Get used to it. Because you are going to be in this position again and again. You're going to feel this way many times in your life, so figure out a way to deal with this situation that you can repeat whenever you find yourself contemplating your next move. For me, I decided to ask as many people as I could for advice. I asked 75 people the same 2 questions. Number 1, if you were 32 again, what would you do? Because I was 32 at the time. And number 2, if time and money wasn't an issue, what would you do? After asking those 2 questions 75 times, do you know what I learned? Not a thing. It was pretty disappointing. But however, the 75th person was the father of one of my best friends, one of these knuckleheads I've known since I was 13 years old. He said, Will, I don't know what you should do, but as long as you do something meaningful and hard, it'll all work out in the end. Meaningful and hard. I thought it was pretty terrible advice at the time, too. It was too simplistic. And after that, I decided to join some former colleagues of mine at a consulting firm. We helped build a cybersecurity company. We were breaking into banks, stealing their customers' money, and helping prevent cyber criminals and state sponsors of hacking from getting in. I was doing something meaningful and hard, and I loved it. And the opportunity came to run for office again in 2014, and this time I won. And I've been in Congress for 2 years and a few months, and I can tell you that it's meaningful and hard, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You have just finished doing something meaningful and hard, and we are all here to celebrate that today. But I want you to continue this trend. I want you to do something meaningful and hard every day. There's a Teddy Roosevelt quote that beautifully captures this sentiment. And he said, and I quote, "Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat." When you do something meaningful and hard, you will suffer defeat, but you will taste victory, and it tastes really sweet. So, all y'all on my right, I need y'all. Now, I'm going to count to 3, and I want y'all to say, this is this side over here, so y'all see in the back. When I count to 3, I want you to yell, "Do something meaningful and hard." All right? Y'all ready? Do something meaningful and hard. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Looks good, y'all. Y'all looking good. Let me post that real quick. Excuse me. I can't talk and type at the same time. Now, the best piece of advice my dad gave me, my dad is 85 years old. And growing up, he would tell me stories about the time when he was one of the first black salesmen in Dallas. He was working for American Tobacco Company, and he was trying to sell Lucky Stripes to gas stations back in the early 50s. He would pull up in a company car with the company logo on the side, and he'd be in a fresh pressed suit. And right before he would walk in the door of the service station, he would look up in the sky and imagine the face of the guy he was about to talk to and say, "Buddy, today's your lucky day." He did this even though he knew as soon as he would walk in the store, the attendant would curse at him, call him terrible names, and demand him to leave. This is what always happened. But my dad always stayed positive because he knew to be successful, he had to get behind the counter to take stock of what the guy needed. My dad knew he would convince the guy to let him behind the counter, and by the end of the visit, the attendant would be shaking his hand and begging him to come back. My dad believed in himself and always stayed positive. He said the secret to his success was to have a PMA, a positive mental attitude. So when you're doing something meaningful and hard, make sure you're like my pops and you do it with a PMA. So y'all to my left, I'm gonna count to 3. Then I want y'all to say, have a PMA. All right? 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's pretty. We gotta put a filter on that one. That was pretty good, y'all. That was pretty good. All right, here we go. Again, sorry for not being able to talk and type. Now, my last point. When someone is in the clandestine service of the CIA, like I was, you are a collector of last resort. Which means when the president can't get a piece of information any other way, with a satellite or through cracking some code or through a diplomat, he turns to the CIA to get it done. When the president tells you to stop Al-Qaeda from blowing up a building or stop the Russians from stealing some secret plans, you don't say, hey boss, no, we can't do that, it's just too hard to do. Or you don't get to say, Mr. President, we can't perform that mission because we don't have enough money or we don't have a big enough team. What you actually do in that situation is you go out and do the thing that most people think can't be done. All my life, I've had people tell me that I couldn't do the things I did. When I was at university and thought about running for student body president, people told me I didn't have a chance. When I was thinking about joining the CIA, I was told that I couldn't get in. I was told I was crazy to leave a job that I was good at to run for Congress because, besides, a black dude couldn't get elected in a Hispanic district. When I wanted to start an initiative to get more middle schools in my district to offer coding class, I was told it couldn't happen because it was too expensive and the schools wouldn't take it. But next fall, 5,000 kids are going to be exposed to coding that wouldn't have without the help of my team and I. I was told to forget about re-election because there was no way I could pull it off. I won by more votes than the first time. Y'all, you are going to have doubters. You're going to have haters. So many people will tell you that you can't do something, that you aren't smart enough, that you don't have the right last name, and that you don't have the right experience. You are even going to doubt yourself. But don't listen to them because they are wrong. Don't let anyone tell you no. So mom and dad, brothers and sisters, it's y'all's turn. All right? The crowd, it's y'all's chance. When I count to 3, yell to your sons and your daughters and your nieces and your nephews, don't take no for an answer. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Awesome. When I was a kid, I liked books about lions, and the books would always end the same way, with the king of the jungle, the mighty and majestic lion, getting slayed by man. And one day I asked my dad, I said, Dad, how come all these books end the same? The king of the jungle, the mighty and majestic lion, is getting slain by a feeble man. How does that happen? And my dad looked at me, he said, William, it's because men write these books. So let me end with this. You have just written the preface of your book. You get to write the book of your life any way you want to. I just hope that when that book about your life is finished, it is clear that for your entire life, you did something meaningful and hard, you had a PMA, and that you never took no for an answer. God bless you. God bless your families. And may God continue to bless these United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Hurd, for your words. Wonderful words. At this time, Dr. Jose Perez and Dr. Rios will certify the graduates.
Seniors, please stand. Dr. Rios, members of the Board of Trustees of the San Felipe del Rio Consolidated Independent School District, it is my pleasure to present the class of 2017. I certify the students receiving diplomas today have met all the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the San Felipe del Rio Consolidated Independent School District. I congratulate these seniors.
Dr. Perez, I accept your certification. I congratulate these seniors. We are proud of them and wish them much success. They have been provided the opportunity to develop skills to help them be lifelong learners. Now, by the power vested in me by the Texas Education Agency, I hereby declare the class of 2017 graduates of Del Rio High School.
Please be seated. At this time, we have a very special presentation for graduate Jordan Padilla. Jordan, please stand. Specialist Blake Padilla, Jordan's brother, serves in the United States Army and is currently deployed in Kuwait. Jordan has always looked up to Blake as a father figure. Needless to say, he was devastated that he wasn't going to be here to watch him graduate. At this time, we're going to dim the lights, and would you please look to the screen at the end of the field.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everything's going well back home. My name is Blake Padilla, currently serving with the United States Army. I'd like to congratulate the class of 2017 and one very special person to me, Jordan Padilla. You made it. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you, bro. Keep striving for success. I know you'll get through everything. I just want you to know that I love you, and I'm sorry I can't be there. But keep up the great work. Keep striving forward. I'll see you soon. Love you.
Blake will be finishing his tour in December. The Padilla family would like to thank Dr. Rios and the school administration for allowing Blake to be here for Jordan in a special way. Jordan has been accepted to and will attend Angelo State University after graduation. The Padilla family would once again like to thank everyone involved in making this presentation possible. Helping this evening to present the diplomas are Ms. Cheryl Casbier, Ms. Leticia Partida, Ms. Nancy Moore, and Ms. Brittany Mercer. Thank you for your patience. Kyra Kathleen Banks. Juanita Yvette Corona. Ángel Iván Domínguez. Abraham Flores. Robert Anthony Gonzalez. Manny Gutierrez. Kate Hernandez. Javier Jimenez Gallegos. Salvador Morales Jr. Cassandra Perez. John Ernest Schmidt. Benjamin Gonzalez IV. Sergio Treviño Jr. Megan Elizabeth Beneke. Ty Dominic Ford. Dania Hernandez. Marco Antonio Gonzalez Jr. Christopher Alfonso Rogel. Charles Luther Gambrell. Valeria Chides. Daniela Balderas. Cristiana Raquel Sainz. Esteban Daniel Arispe. Angelica Mireya Calderon. Joshua Kyle Solis. Luis Felipe Rubio. Sabrina Marie Berain. Christian Adan Vela. William Mills Cawthorn. Riley Kathleen Hennessy. Miranda Taylor Ortiz. Montserrat Ramon. Alondra Guadalupe Acevedo. Alejandro Acosta Rodriguez. Christopher Andre Adams. Alexis Aguilar. Destiny Alexis Aguilar. Luis Aguilar Jr. Rogelio Aguilar. Daniel Alberto Anguinada. Brianna Nicole Alanis. Ignacio Francisco Alarcón. Ángeles Aldaco. Alejandro Alday. Giselle Anaid Alderete. Jesus Emmanuel Alonso. Cristina Álvarez. Alfonso Alviso Ortiz. Brandon Anthony Amor. Jennifer Jasmine Atuñez. Daisy Argandona. Dariana Lauren Araniaga. Fabian Leopoldo Ariola. Alex Vasquez Artiaga. Analisa Marie Asbury Flores. Mia Ann Avalos. Adrian Avila. Natalie Avila. Maya Avery Ayers. Alondra Balderas. Jason Alex Balderas. Javier Jesus Balderas. Kiana Daniela Baldwin. Alejandro Barrera del Toro. Andrés Manuel Barrera. Ana Araceli Barrios Rodarte. Jacob Antonio Barón. Andrew Becerra. César José Benavides. Amelia Adelaida Bernal. Apolonio Vizcaino. Aileen Lisbeth Borrego. Hannah Bradshaw. José Abraham Briones. José Alfredo Buitrón Jr. Bianca Bernice Bustamante. Sonia Heroina Cadena. Rose Yamilex Campa. Alexandria Candela. Amber Cárdenas. Amor Alejandra Cárdenas. Analisa Cárdenas. Brandon Lee Cárdenas. Erica Marie Cardona. Amairani Carizales. Gisette Lee Castañeda. Brandon Castellanos. Rogelio Castellanos Jr. Selena Maria Castillo. Itzayan Ixel Castillo. Sabrina Castillo. Diana Guadalupe Castro Vargas. Daniel Castro Jr. Ángel Orlando Catache. Angelica Cavazos. Brandon Andrew Lee Celedon. Kevin Andrew Cervantes. Lisbeth Cervantes. José Andrés Cervera Saldivar. Salvador Chaires. Gilda Naomi Chapa. Yesivi Monique Chapoy. Elba de la Cruz Ciprián Bello. Agustin Clay. Grant Michael Thomas Connor. Ryan David Rafael Connor. José Rodolfo Contreras. Abigail Ann Cordova. Diego Coronado. Bianca Renee Costilla. Marisol Costilla. Miranda Noemi Covarrubias. Emily Madison Craig. Shane McIntyre Creamer. Alexandra Crespo. Rogelio Crowder. Lacey Cullison, Mary Jane Cummings, Armando Israel Cura, Cynthia Jeanette Cura, Jaret Davila, Casey Sue Davis, Brianna de la Paz, Carolina de Luna Mena, Brian Nicholas Dubinsky, Carlos del Toro Montañez, Viviana de la Cruz, Miles Anthony de la Garza, Ian Paul Paredes de la Piedra, Alondra de la Rosa, Alize Marie de Leon, Brianna Anaí de Leon, Oswaldo David de Leon, Larissa Anaí de Leon Chavarria, Leanne Marie Delgadillo, Leonardo Carrejo de los Santos, Joanna de Luna, Aliyah Danielle Diaz, Arturo Diaz III, Gabriela Alexis Diaz, Ryan Alan Diaz, Yulisa Alicia Diaz, Mónica Celeste Dominguez, Mark Anthony Doñez, Brenda Yael Duran, Carla Nayeli Elias, Jorge A. Elizondo, Alexis Escamilla, Francisco Antonio Escobedo, Isabela Esparza Martinez, Renee Javier Esparza Jr., Jessica Renee Esquivel, Dana Estrada, Luis Alfonso Falcón Jr., Valeria Paz Cepeda, Gabriel Alexis Paz, Gerald Ray Paz II, Roman Antonio Paz, Aaron Felix, Brandon Isaiah Fernandez, Caleb Fernandez, Norma Leticia Figueroa, Claudia Alejandra Flores, David Nathaniel Flores, Gaston Flores III, Ronaldo C. Flores, Michael Graham Foster, Carolina Fuentes, Karina Alicia Galindo, Nicole Lisette Galindo, Marilyn Gallegos Treviño, Brenda Marie Gallegos, Ryan Jimena Gallegos, Autumn Nicole Gomez, Aaron Justin Garcia, Alfredo Garcia, Amanda Marie Garcia, Andrea Nicole Garcia, Arturo Garcia III, Bryn Elsa Garcia, Dominic Andrew Garcia. Dora Laura Garcia. Elsa Maleni Garcia. Giselle Garcia. J. Isaac Garcia. Jennifer Rose Garcia. Jorge Adrian Garcia. Jorge Alfonso Garcia. Julian Edward Garcia Jr. Luis Fernando Garcia. María Eugenia Garcia. María Fernanda Garcia. Mariah Isabel Garcia. Nicholas Edward Garcia. Sahara Nicole Garcia. Sally Garcia. Salma Natalia Garcia. Alyssa Yvette Garza. Joshua Robert Garza. Sofia Guadalupe Garza. Maria Cristina Gaitan Mata. Samantha Alexia Gaitan. Michelle Alexandra Gomez Luna. Jocelyn Gonzalez Flores. Carlos Daniel Gonzalez. Daniel Avery Gonzalez. Diani Gonzalez. Enrique Jose Gonzalez. Javier Rene Gonzalez. John Mark Gonzalez. Mariela Gonzalez. Shaven Gonzalez. Tiffany A. Gonzalez. Luis Enrique Guadarrama Garza. Karina Lisbeth Guajarlo. Lorenzo Alejandro Guerra. Andrea Stephanie Guerrero. Emmanuel Guerrero. Cindy Jennifer Gutierrez. Shania Rain Gutierrez. Belia Diane Guzman. Charles Cruz Hamner Jr. Tyler Case Henderson. Alejandra Rangel Hernandez. Alexandra Hope Hernandez. Brandon Alec Hernandez. Gerardo Hernandez Jr. Jesse Joe Hernandez. Karina Amor Hernandez. Leonel Hernandez. Lisbeth Alejandra Hernandez. Mirna Lisette Hernandez. Priscilla Hernandez. Sandra Yulisa Hernandez. Ana Cristina Covarrubias Herrera. Priscilla Noemi Herrera. Carolyn Francis Hildreth. Abigail Venegas Hipolito. James Riley Holt. Robert Tyler Hopkins. Jada Nicole Hudson. Terry Justine Hughes. Anthony Michael Hurley. Karina Ibarra. Rolando Ibarra Jr. Giselle Infante. Brandon Iracheta. Jasmine Lynn Hasso. Willard Neferamon Jenkins. Alyssa Danielle Jimenez, Jonathan Jimenez, Marta Amaris Jimenez, Reyes Jimenez Jr., Roman Michael Jimenez, Candy Marie Job, Jacob Anthony Keaton, Ismael Owais Khan, John David Nieskern, Elizabeth Marie Coog, Ricardo O. Lascaño, Andrew J. Lashman, Andrea Jacqueline Legoreta, Juan Pedro Lemus Torres Jr., Norma Laura Levity, Armando Agapito Leiva, Yahaira Lira, Leonel Lomas, Gael Longoria, Lisbeth Longoria, Carlos Eduardo López Orozco, Genoveva López, Joshua Israel López, Caitlin Charisse López, Maribel López Narváez, Mariela López, Pedro López Jr., Ulises Javier López, Viviana López, Jessica Yadira López, Juan Hilario Lozano, Karina Pilar Lozano, Ricardo Lozano III, Yesenia Lisette Lozano, Cassidy Renee Luavano, Gabriel Lugo Jr., Victoria Estefanía Lumbreras, Gerardo Luna Jr., Marisa Madera, Haven Isis Mancha, Roberto Marin Jr., Javier Alejandro Márquez Hernández, Laisha Martiarena Solís, Giselle Jacqueline Martinez Flores, Diana María Martinez Garcia, Alina Eileen Martinez, Ariana Alexis Martinez, Brisa Marie Martinez, Carlos Francisco Martinez III, Damian Martinez, Herbie Martinez, Ivan Martinez, Jacqueline Martinez, Jasmine Lisette Martinez, Jasmine Nicole Martinez, Jose Javier Martinez, Leslie Yvonne Martinez, Marco Antonio Martinez, Miguel Alejandro Martinez, Miranda Lee Martinez, Raymond P. Martinez, Ruben Eduardo Martinez, Sabrina Stacy Martinez, Samantha Brittany Martinez, Daniel Mata, Jason Blas Mata, Eric Mejorado, Andrea Melendez, Ariana Nicole Menchaca, Vanessa Mendoza Gonzalez, Celestina Solana Mendoza, Esmeralda Mendoza, Adrian Edward Mesa, Angela Jeanette Mesa, Melina Marie Mesa, Alexis Jocelyn Mijares, Alejandro Mireles, Gregorio Montalvo, Lisbeth Brianna Montalvo, Linda Denise Montejano, Mireya Montelongo, Daisy Lynn Montes, Desiree Patricia Morales, Miguel Ángel Morales, Dariela Moreno, Eric Moreno, Estefanía Rubí Moreno, Manuel Iván Muñoz, Cristian Racil Murillo, Feliciano Antonio Narváez, Paula Edith Narváez, Raúl Alejandro Núñez Rosado, Jacqueline de Jesús Ojeda, Alyssa Joy Opperman, Damaris Marie Ortiz, Jesús Efraín Ortiz, Jocelyn Oviedo, Jordan Padilla, Alexis Nicole Palafox, Diego Andres Palafox, Brendan Avery Paradise, Teresa Joanne Parrick, Amia Liza Parson, Natalie Pasillas, Desiree Sky Patton, Ryan Daniel Peña, Alexis Enrique Perales, Adrian Jarrett Perez, Alexa Nicole Perez, Jacqueline Perez, Jose Alejandro Perez, Manuel A. Perez, Sofía Delis Perez, Alejandro Piña, Barbara Denise Pizarro Gonzalez, Ariana Ponce, Justin Ryan Ponce, Vanessa Elisa Portilla Castro, Karen Portillo, Stephanie Portillo, Yvette Irene Portillo, Danny Puente III, Brianna Lynn Pulido, Patrick Spencer Purdy, Priscilla Judith Quintero, Marlinda Quiros, Angelica Rodriguez Ramirez, Carla Jennifer Ramirez, Claudia Isabel Ramirez, Noel David Ramirez, Cheyenne Rose Ramirez, Alan Ramon, Jorge Ramon Jr., Mauricio Ramiro Ramon, María Guadalupe Rangel, Quetzalcoatl Q. Rangel, Brianna Renteria, Ernesto Rey, Jacqueline Reyes de la Fuente, Jacinda Reyes, Michael Adam Reyes, Michelle Reyes, Mireya Isabel Reyes, Rita Serena Riojas, Johan Rios Garcia, Karen Elizabeth Rios, David Rios Garcia, David Alexander Ritchie, Alexander Giovanni Rivera, Andrea Renteria Rivero, Ashley Marie Robles, Alma Cristina Rocha, Carlos Alberto Rodarte, Priscilla Nadine Rodarte, Carlos Eduardo Rodríguez Andrade, Santiago Alberto Rodríguez Garza, Ramiro R. Rodríguez Martiarena, Austin Rodríguez, Brianna Ray Rodríguez, Carol Ann Rodríguez, Daniel Rodríguez, Javier Rodríguez Jr., Joanna Lisbeth Rodríguez, José Alonso Rodríguez Jr., Joshua Jacob Rodríguez, Josué Ivan Rodríguez, Juan Rodríguez, Karina Isabel Rodríguez, Melanie Amor Amezcua Rodríguez, Odalis Rodríguez, Roberto Jesús Rodríguez, Rodrigo Arturo Rodríguez, Sergio Alejandro Rodríguez Jr., Amanda Jane Rogers, Josué Gerardo Rojas, Vanessa Rojas, Fernanda Román, Astrid Carolina Romo Martínez, Jacqueline Rosales, Javier Alberto Rosales, Raven Ray Rose, Arlis Cassilyn Rose Mendiola, Ethan Michael Rowland, Desiree Marie Rubio, Janella Marie Rubio, Juan Jaime Rubio Jr., Edith Ruiz, Jenna Lynn Sainz, Christian Salas, Joel Salas Jr., Ana Cristina Salazar, Alan Saldaña, Jose Carlos Saldivar Jr., Carlos Salinas III, Marianne Salinas, Connie San Miguel, Mario Ángel San Miguel, Aileen Sanchez, Edgar Humberto Gómez Sánchez, Gerardo Alonso Sánchez, Joaquín Sánchez, Jorge Alberto Sánchez Jr., María Victoria Sánchez, Natalie Nicole Sánchez, Cruz Guadalupe Sandoval, Marco Antonio Sandoval, Samantha Brooke Sandoval, Antonio Santa Cruz Jr., Isaiah Lee Santillan, Raúl Pablo Santos, Salvador Santos Jr., Angela Marie Salcedo, Cynthia Salcedo, Matthew C. Schifferns, Jacinda Renee Serrano, Yalisma Ane Serrano, Joanna Marie Servín, Ramón Patricio Cifuentes, Kenneth Giles Sigmund, Arturo Silva Jr., Duilio Silva Macías, Rosalind Maricela Smith, Sasha Adea Smith, Danica Amani Solis, Erica Lisette Soto, Ashley Lois Schrubar, Diego Thomas Stoddard, Christina Mercy Stovall, Edgar Perez Talamantes, Amanda Michelle Tamayo, Jonathan Jacob Taylor, Anthony Wayne Thomas, Adrian Torres, Angel Enrique Torres, Christian Torres, Eduardo Torres, Gregory Robert Torres, Carla Veronica Torres, Priscilla Imelda Torres, Roberto Alan Torres, Chanel Brianna Torres, Leslie Dariana Torres Galvan, Gustavo Alberto Torres, Gabriel Treviño, Annette Trujillo, Ayumi Leanne Turuda, Vanessa Unate, David Ariel Uranga, Jesús Eduardo Urbano. Agapito Manuel Urrutia. Alejandro Urtiaga Barrón. Valeria Fe Valdez. Victor J. Valdez. María Fernanda Valdez Salazar. María Rosario Valdez Salazar. Aaron Alejandro Vázquez. José Alberto Vázquez. Samuel Salvador Vázquez. Alfonso Ernesto Vázquez Gloria. Aaron Arturo Vázquez. Zaida Rebecca Vélez. Sharon Lisbeth Flores Vélez. Mireya Ángela Velos. Anaí Venegas. Orlando Ramírez Venegas Jr. Priscilla Melanie Verastegui. Leonel Ismael Victorio. Naomi Mariel Viera. Litzy Marie Villanueva. Marisol Villanueva. Miguel Ángel Villarreal. Nathan Ray Villarreal. Sofia Villarreal. Brittany Marie Warner. Samantha Michelle White. Joseph Sylvester Williams. Karina Jamie Weiss. Asael Samaripa Mongarro. Cassandra Zambrano. John David Acevedo. José Guillermo Aguilar. Paloma Ailani Arispe. Joseph I. Aubrey III. Ariana Betancourt. Isaí Cervantes. David Anthony Cortez. Guillermo de los Santos. Sydney Micaela Egbord. Abel Uriel Hernandez. Desiree Abigail Hernandez. Fidencio Hurtado Jr. Wilfredo Mancha. Melina Valeria Martinez. Kevin Maya. Eric Ivan Moreno. Jennifer Dorothy Nava. Jaime M. Rico Perez. Armando Hernandez Treviño Jr. José Antonio Ibarra. Sydney Christine Zuniga.
Graduates, please stand. Take your tassel in your right hand and repeat after me, moving your tassel from right to left. Seniors, 2016. Graduates, 2017.
Please stand for the benediction presented by the number 5 ranking senior with a grade point average of 4.417, Marco Gonzalez. Marco is the son of Marco and Marcela Gonzalez. Marco plans to attend Texas A&M University at College Station and major in computer and electrical engineering.
Can I have everybody please remove their headwear and bow their heads? On this day of graduation, may God's blessing follow you all as you find new journeys to travel, which He has prepared. May you walk safely along the pathways of your dreams. May His gentle hand guide the decisions you will make and the passions that you follow. May your hearts and lives always reflect His love and truth. May your days be filled with great adventures and discoveries. And may you live, love, and give of your best to the glory of our eternal Father. Amen.
Thank you, Marco. Please stand for the school song being led by the class president, Benjamin Gonzalez.
Whenever you're ready, band, hit me. Hail to Del Rio High, under the Texas sky. Long live the blue and white, for Rams will fight, 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 da 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 da. True, we will always be with faithful loyalty. When high school days are gone, our love lives on and on.
Sing it, graduates! D-E-L. Hey! R-R-I-O. D-E-L-R-I-O. Del Rio! Del Rio! Fire!
Thank you to our band. Under the direction of Mr. Rick Leo. Congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2017. Good luck to you all and good night.